So this morning I thought we will focus on a theme, like a contemplation. The theme is something that each and every one of us has to kind of face one day, counter, something we see around us, everywhere, but sometimes we don't really look directly into it. And that theme is death. A bit of contemplation. What's it like? You know, as we walk around in the monastery, you see, dead leaves, dead branches, trees falling. That's just a cycle of life and death. It's, life, death is part of life. And a lot of times, in the West, we don't look at it. We want to shy away. So just kind of try to bring death, separation into our mind. See what that feels like. Yeah. Like Ajahn said, we don't understand death. Life can be very confusing. Why do little children die? Why do a loved one die, taken away from us? Different things come up. But if we reflect on it, look at it, contemplate it as a regular practice, when we're meet with death in its different forms, we're not so shaken by it. We don't suffer over it. We're not so depressed or confused because we've dealt with it, reflect on it, make it part of our practice, part of our life. As you could, and there are different ways, just kind of thinking, just around the theme of death, different ways that we can approach it. One of the things to contemplate, it's like, no one wants to die, but really, do we want to live forever? Right? Can you imagine what it would be like if no one dies? What an environmental disaster it is for the earth. With billions and billions of people just consuming everything in sight. So, death is just kind of part of the human condition. We come, we stay for a while, we die. And that's the death of also the physical body. But there are cycles of life and death we face every day. People we come to contact with, have relationship, and then they fade away. We might never see them again. And so there's different momentary death. Each day begins, ends. So that's also a life and death process. So just bring into your heart, what does it mean? When people die. A lot of times reflect, it is just the physical death of the body. The mind goes on, with this continues its journey in different guises. And so this morning, I think, as we focus on different ways, how does death, what does death mean to us, each and every one of us? A lot of times, sometimes, like a meditation retreat, that's also a way to prepare. Someone asked the Dalai Lama, why does he practice meditation? And I say he practiced, and not to get peaceful, but to prepare for his death. Because when we do die, we are separated from everything. And meditation is a bit like that. When you come here, you're leaving all your family behind, your jobs, your house. And some people were saying yesterday, they get worried, they start thinking about it. Really, you can't leave your family for 3 or 4 days. What are you going to do when you die? Who's going to take care of them? Who's going to look after the house? Who's going to look after the dog? Who's going to look after your office work or whatever it is, right? So these things, so just come in here, it's an act of renunciation, renouncing the world that renouncing your family. It's a practice run, shortly. A bit of, letting go, a bit of relinquishing, a bit of stepping away. And whether we like it or not, each and every one of us here, it's quite dispensable. You like to think, no, my kids need me, my company, my husband needs me. We all disappear at the face of the earth. Life will go on without a blip, really. any problem at all. So it's not so much as the world needs us. It's like, no, we want to be around. We think we're important. And that's obviously a fair amount of delusion in that. So contemplate on death, prepare, for the final thing that we all have to pass through. It's like sometimes we do a mantra, life is uncertain, but death is certain. And that's something each and every one of us, must face eventually. Sometimes next week, sometimes next year, but sometimes eventually, and eventually, we all have to face it, deal with it, come to terms with it. I'm looking around this room, everybody is halfway there, more than halfway there. So it's the time we start reflecting. What does it mean? Not very few people in their 20s. They say, oh yeah, I'm going to stay around for a long, long time. No, we're pretty close. And there's also just, it's not whether we die, because that is a certain thing. It's whether we can die with grace, die with peace, die without, fighting it, allowing the process to happen. Yeah. So that's kind of the introduction to death contemplation, something that we encourage people to do on a daily basis. The 5 contemplation that a lot of time we chant in monasteries, in meditation retreats. Of the nature to age, nature to get sick, and nature to die. And all that's beloved and pleasing will be separated from me. Will become otherwise. Right? And then finally is that we are heirs to our karma. Whatever we do, the results of that we inherit. Yeah? So we're the owner of our karma. We're born from our karma. Yeah? So that's kind of the 5 reflections. And one is the central they missed. The coming to terms, reflecting, allowing that to settle into the mind. It's this idea that eventually we will fade away from the earth. Okay, so as we prepare for the guided meditation, again to posture. And then the final pitch was that death contemplation is not meant to make you depressed and make you scared or morbid. Actually, when you do it correctly, you get the hang of it. It has the opposite effect. It brings peace, brings a joy of happiness, because it is reality. Once we come to term reality, it liberates you. So sometimes there's a lot of fear and uncertainty around this topic, and running away from it only compounds the fear and anxiety. When it does, touches us in different ways. Our loved one passed away from us, or our impending death when we get a disease. But working with it, understanding, knowing it, brings an amazing amount of peace and freedom. Yeah. Okay. So spend the first few minutes just settling the body. Kind of connect with the body. And release and relax any tight muscles or areas that you're aware of. Sometimes it's helpful to remind yourself. So you say, now is meditation time. Time just to be here. Just allow the chatter in the mind to fade away. Should bring your awareness into the present moment. Should bring your awareness into the body. You start out pointing in the direction of contemplating death and dying by saying, I will die, that's for sure. You also visualize different people in your lives or your loved ones. They will die, that's for sure as well. And just be with the different emotions that may come up. Your spouses, going to the funeral, what would that be like? Your mother or your father, just visualizing all your loved ones just lying there in the coffin. Just visualize one person that you're closest to, just lying there in the coffin. You touch the body, it's a bit cold. Looks like they're sleeping. But they're not ever going to wake up again. How does it feel just to be standing there over their coffin? start to go through different members of your family and visualize them just lying there in the coffin. And to allow the different emotions just to come up. How does it feel to attend the funeral of your loved ones? As you move through different members of the body, of your family, there's one person left. They have been put into the coffin. Visualize yourself lying there, lifeless in the coffin. If death were to visit you tonight, are you ready to go? Most of us are a bit older. You can reflect on all the people that you know that's also passed away through sickness, through accident, through diseases. I will die, that's for sure. As we reflect on our death, actually it brings our life into focus. How are we living our life? Just pursuing our own pleasure, or is it for the welfare and benefit of others as well? Bringing happiness and a sense of well-being to the people around us. That's for sure. And all my loved ones will also die. That's for sure. So it's a few more minutes before the meditation session ends. So now is the time just to reflect on the experience. How does it feel to open yourself up to your own mortality, to being separated from all that we know? What were the emotions that you felt attending the funeral of your loved ones? Questions or comments? So we can continue doing some sitting meditation, or if it's not too rainy, try some walking.